Hey, welcome into this video on how to do affiliate marketing without a website, where we'll be jamming out on this guitar, having a lot of fun, and rolling through this content. Actually, I'll be setting this down and we'll be looking behind me, rolling through this and jamming out to what I have here, which is a framework that'll show you step by step how to do affiliate marketing without a website correctly, so you're not having to make mistakes after mistakes, failures after failures, having to hold up on the process, jumping from one thing to the next, a new shiny object that you keep seeing out there, and just hanging on to that like, okay, this is my new hope. Jumping from one thing to the next because it is new or it's just another opportunity. Instead, focusing on the path you are in. I'll also be going over what I would do if I had to start all over again to make things run much more smoothly and faster. So please hang in there with me. Before I get things going, welcome in. If it's your first time here, my name is Michael with Viral Home-Based Pursuit, and I've been in the affiliate marketing industry for many years now. I started in the health space many years ago, and then over time, many years, I then graduated, you could say, in a way, to other niches, and then I just kept making my way in. Eventually, now in the funding space, as a funding expert, as a business loan broker expert, and helping people with credit, cash flow, collateral, liquidity, equity, and then some. So I've done quite a bit. I have other businesses too, and I can give you a great deal of perspective when it comes to affiliate marketing, what I'm about to show you, and then many other things that are out there. One more thing, I'm more of the introverted, analytical, cerebral type, less with words, not a wordsmith. So if you are new or just forgot, sometimes my words don't come out the best, and that's just because of it. And I've also worked on my communication. I've done quite a bit. I've learned the unlimited for life income skills, the high income skills that I wish for you to have. And that's what's very important. And that's what I would be doing if I had to start all over again, is getting those skill sets much faster. 1 second. What happens is this screen will go black when I don't move the mouse. I have this connected to my laptop, so let me go ahead and move the mouse. There we go. So look, raw, authentic content is what I bring to you. I want you to understand that I value people over profits, and that I've worked on myself as a person and in business. Personal development, growth, the mindset, learning the skills, taking action, but also developing character traits, values, vision, mission, cause. A lot of this is very helpful, and it's great to have along your journey. So let's get right into things. Let me set this guitar down. All right, let's get into it. Right here, you see the same framework that I had on the other screen. Now I am sitting down. If you can see right behind me, the screen is over there. I have my setup right behind me, and I'm sitting on this race car looking chair. It's not normally where I sit. I have another type of chair that I'm usually on, but because I'm here and watching my younger brother's corgi, this is what I have as part of the setup. So right here again, the framework, what I would be doing if I had to start all over and from complete scratch is building out my email list, meaning building a list of subscribers that will be dedicated to what I have to show them, building know, like, and trust, putting stories out there, relatable stories, content, value posts, sending them to offers, social media posts, and plenty more. Right here, what we have on the left-hand side is our traffic. Our traffic, meaning there are people out there congregating online and offline. We just have to tap into the veins of these platforms to put a message that resonates with people. That way we can send them to a page that is not a traditional website like you think out there with like WordPress, Wix. And if you go to Google and these businesses that are out there, they have a standalone website, navigation tab. I don't mean it in that traditional sense. I mean having a part of it like a website, and you can say it is a website in a way, but it's a funnel building tool that assembles these pages sequentially, consecutively, one after the next, complementary, one after the next, ascending your person
your ideal targeted dream customers up in the right direction without them having to see all this clunky stuff around. Like sometimes you see on a website with like navigation, widgets, the footer, and all of this that can have them click and go away or just go back to where they came from, or if they were searching online or how they got to your page, just all this other stuff. So we want to make it as neat. We want to have this message resonating with people. Like for the example of, well, if we are trying to target somebody who has lower back pain and they're doing acupuncture, but they want an alternative to that, something non-invasive also. So 5 ways to get rid of your subacute lower back pain without having to do acupuncture any longer and without having to do any invasive methods. To see this, I have a free guide for you. Please enter your name and your email down below, and I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you, excuse me, right to your email inbox. So what we're doing is we're putting a message in front of people that it resonates with. If we just send somebody to a home page on a website, it could speak to them. Do you have a button that's clear, top of the fold? Does it communicate with them directly? Is it the right message that they needed at that right time? That's also what's important. It may not be. So they're like looking past it. It may be something that they needed before. You're not targeting correctly. That's why we're going into these traffic channels over here. We have like YouTube, a blog, Facebook, Instagram, solo ads, which means you can plug into other people where they have a list, a network of people where they've been nurturing, and they can send you what are called clicks over to a page, which we're going to get into right here on this first one. They can send people to this page where then you collect the name and the email. And I'll get into why that's also important in a moment, showing you, illustrating you to you right here why it is. But we can purchase clicks so we can get leads, we can get subscribers, we can follow up with them through automated messages with email marketing, set it and forget it, broadcast emails just to update people. You send a newsletter to them over time, or if it was in the beginning, okay, you drip out emails to them. You can send out emails, building know, like, and trust, them resonating with you, them wanting to buy, because at that point, they're going to want to buy from you. The product is one thing that'll help them solve their problems. They have questions, roadblocks. They want to overcome their pain. So that offer, value offer as well, and what they're buying into pre and post purchase will also help them a lot. But you have to be able to put a resonating message with your ideal target market, dream market, targeted customer. That's why using like a funnel building tool without a website is very helpful. Although websites can do that as well. You can send people from blog posts or from one page to the next. You're bringing them down a sequence, a welcome page on your website, and then you're having them click a button, and then that button goes over to a page where it speaks to them. Hey, get a free guide on the 5 ways to, or how to get rid of, or how to keep your dog from scratching the couch often with this little known trick. 3 secrets to, there's so many different angles that I could approach this in, but you're having people that are congregating on these different channels, and you can plug into, and one of these I'll get into on how to build this email list even quicker. And this is a part of my 3-day challenge too that I also share with you. So down below in the description and or in the comments, I'll have a link where you can pick up this 3-day mastery challenge in the affiliate space. It'll be very, very helpful. So the 3-day affiliate mastery challenge. And this will show you, and on day 3, excuse me, I'll go over the traffic strategies, and I'll be revealing what's been working for me very well and what's something that you should be using yourself, or at least consider it and use it later on, if so. But here we're sending people to what's called a capture page, squeeze page, landing page, opt-in page. There's so many names for this. So let's just say capture page right here. What we're doing is, since we plugged in our messaging onto these channels, social media, we put a nice little image post or a video reel, and then we repurpose that video onto Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts. There's different methods. And short bite-sized pieces of videos work well. And Instagram is one great place to go and post. So let me just show you right here. This is one of my many Instagram profiles and for my businesses. So I'm just showing you one of them right here in the funding space. I won't go too much into detail on what I'm posting, how I'm posting, but you can see right there on your screen what I've been posting with reels. You can post carousels, pictures, but videos work well. And if you didn't want to be in front of a video, you can put a green screen behind you. You put something just in front just to get started if that's what you wanted to keep doing. You put some words behind it, in front of it. Very helpful stuff. And I'm just showing you here too that I'm not new. I have a massive following and I can grow more. I just kind of put my foot off the gas and just kind of been doing a lot of things too. And then you have my Facebook profile, just so you know, I've grown that too, and I can grow it even more, but just kind of been mixing in a few other things as well that have been taking my focus, my energy, and my time. And so I just wanted to show you that too, just so you let you know that I'm not new. And on this channel where I've been posting, it's relatively new. I have another one out there with over 10,000 subscribers, another one out there as well for my businesses, and I'm doing quite a bit of stuff. So been relatively newly posting on here, and just to give you that transparency that I'm not new, nothing more, just kind of. And so right here, what we want to do is we have a headline, or we want to have a headline. And a lot of this, I have this with the clone business and system that you can pick up, and I'll show you, and I'll introduce you to that in the 3-day challenge. So make sure you check that out down below in the description. And so what we're doing is we're speaking to our audience. 5 ways to get rid of lower back pain without acupuncture, like this, da 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 da. Put your name and your email here, and I'll send you a free blueprint guide, or I'll send you a free mini course, or a food checklist, or a receipt, or recipe, excuse me, if that's what you're trying to do. And so our offer is we're giving them that recipe or whatever it is. In exchange, we're going to select the name and the email so we can send it to them. Boop. And what happens is then, now that they've given you their name and their email, usually is how it is, optional phone number or mandatory phone number you can do, but name and email, sometimes just email, depending on the traffic source, depending on the temperature of that traffic, depending on the messaging, how you pre-frame them before they got to this page. Are they cold traffic? There's just a lot. But what we're doing is, now that we have that email, now that we have that subscriber, because they said, hey, I'm watching the content here from your name. Let's just say from me, from Michael, I'm watching his content on this, or something in the health field, or something over here. I want to learn more. How can I get more information? He said to click the video, or I think I'm going to click this without even him telling me, but giving them that call to action, like click the button, or comment help, or let me know help, boom, and then you just message them out. And then now that they landed on this page, these pages that are connected to each other, remember, it doesn't have to be a website. It can be, but a website can be clunky at times. And you want to have these pages that are optimized, speaking to your ideal market. One builds up after the next. You can build sales letter, video sales letters much more effectively, put offers, checkout pages. A lot of this stuff is very helpful to have a funnel building tool, which you'll also get access to, and you'll learn about which one is the best and what I recommend for that in the challenge as well. And so in here, we have the name and the email, usually is what happens. So what we're doing is we're building more know, like, and trust that we've already done in the beginning with our content, or as much as we could have. And we're building that know, like, and trust even more through here. Hey, thank you for entering your details. Here's your freebie that I promised. And before you go, here's the link to also check out what you saw on this page. So what we're doing is, once we collect the email, we're dripping them out like stories, relatable stories, content that can send them to our social media posts, our new Instagram reel, our Facebook reel, YouTube short, whatever it is, podcast, just messaging. And then we can send them to an offer page. If this is our offer, we send them right here. And what most people they get wrong though is that they don't have this part. So this is the next part we'll get into. So you can have this, and a lot of people, what they do is just try to send people to the offer right here. I'm guilty of it. I once went through that myself. So if you're going through that now, or thought about going that direction, or have once, don't do this, because about 1 to 2% of your market could buy now, more or less, depending on the messaging, depending on the offer, value stack, offer stack, conversion rates, like knowing your numbers. However, you don't want to do that. The thing is, most people will just click and click away. They won't even give you their name and their email. If that's what that page is asking for something for free to set up an account, they have back office before they get to upgrade, or they get to purchase something right away, subscription, membership, whatever that thing is. What happens when they go away? They're likely not coming back to you. They might go to your competitor. They're going to go to someone else who's going to give them the actual value. And even if that other person didn't give them the value, they're thinking, oh, it's just so convenient. Let me just give them my information. I just want to get started on it today. So you have to capture names and emails so you can follow up with people. And that's what I would do if I had to start all over, build my email list much faster. And these emails will be sent out automatically, sequentially, every other day. Wait 1 day, wait 2 days, wait 3 days, wait 6 hours, depending on what you're sending them. And you're communicating with them. And then you're broadcasting them. You probably put a new social media post, a new YouTube video, whatever it is, blog post. Here's something that I just released. Boom, 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 go check this out. They can go buy from there if they could, or they can go and subscribe to something else, another part of your list, or they're just getting the content. They're building that with you. They're just getting to understand you better. That's what you want to do. And over here in the middle of it, This is our high converting system. So we have three pieces: our product, we have our engine, we have our fuel. So our product is like a high converting car. Let's just think about that. Over here, our engine is our high converting mechanism. I know there's quite a bit here, just hang in there with me. High converting mechanism or system. And over here, the fuel is what's going to get our car running. Our engine in the middle is what keeps our car going effectively, efficiently. It's able to move, and everything inside of it under the hood looks clean. We want to do that, and we want to show them the products multiple. And in this case, we want to show them multiple residual based products without having to start at zero and from complete scratch every single month. That's what I would be doing. And that's why it's important you get into the challenge, because that's what will also introduce you, to a lot of this, and why that's much more dependable than what you're seeing else out there. And so right here, what we're doing is we have this high converting system or mechanism. This is right here, this high converting system or mechanism. Now let me refresh this so I can show you this clearly. Bring my red marker. And this is our high converting system or mechanism. You can have one, a couple, it just depends. But this will be doing a lot of the stuff automated passively for us 24/7 passively. So you want to have these systems, and most people don't have them, or they do. They're just not well put together. They're not being consistent with it. It's not right for them. And they just skip all this. And this is why you wonder why they don't get anywhere. It's not like consistent for them. They give up because they don't have that can be running for them. And so in here, what we have is our thank you page. So after we collect the name and the email, remember, now we have the emails. We're sending them out every other day, 2 days. They're resonating with us. They're building more like trust with each other, etc. We're sending them to our offer, complimentary offers, to the main offer, substitutionary offers, multiple products. So over here, again, our thank you / bridge page, this will do a lot of the marketing and the selling for us. And if you don't have this key piece together, you just send people to the offer, like right here. What if that page doesn't do a good enough job of communicating the message and then the offer? Most people will just click away. They won't even go through it. And even if it did a great job, you want to have something in between, like a median, a connection point. Real estate, that's your real estate. Once you collect the name and the email, we want to send them to this thank yous page, a bridge page where we go, hey, thank you for entering your details on the last page to get to this one. Your freebie is sitting in your inbox as we speak. But before you go there, there will be a button around this video to show you this free presentation on my mentor who goes over. Like, that's what you can do. It doesn't have to be always video, but if you piggyback off of what I have, my clone business and system, I have already a lot of this done for you. What you're seeing here is done for you. And so now they go over to the offer, or what I have is a clone instructions page. So right here, this is a clone instructions page with my viral funding funnel that promotes multiple products, residual based, month after month after month. This email list that you're building, eventually people will keep going through here. The individual offers, hey, here's this offer number one, here's this amount of emails, offer number 2, 3, complementary to one after the next. And let me show you what that looks like right here. This is my back office of my funnel building tool. We're going to get a lot of this for you. It's done for you as well. I can do it for you. And so here it is, introduction video, step 1, step 2, step 3. You'll learn about these different programs and why they are set up the way that they are. And done for you is down here, traffic channels. You want to run paid traffic. And it's all working with one after the next. And templates you're going to get for step 2, step 1 under this funnel building tool, digital education platform. And one of these platforms in education that you're going to get from gives out 80% commissions, and on all products, for the majority, are residual based. They have a high ticket offer too with like financial literacy. It's really cool stuff. So you see that all right there. Let me go back into this view, and let me just put this as tab number 1 right here. And what we're doing is we're sending them to multiple products that's complementary after the next, that you're able to duplicate and share this with others. It's very ethical, duplicatable, very helpful. Now you're building out multiple streams instead of just relying on one. Does that make sense? So now let me refresh this page once more. We're going to close up here soon. So again, here it is, the format. And I would be building my email list as soon as possible. And there are many ways to build your email list, like I've shown you today with my Facebook profile, Instagram profile, just like those are a couple of the many channels. But don't forget, we're building our email list of subscribers who will look at these offers, and there's just so much more. And the way that I would do that, and I show you on day 3 of the challenge part of the traffic part, is one of these channels that I recommend sending traffic to that's been working for me right now, working very well, and get plugged into. You can use a combination of paid and free. If you don't have enough to budget for paid, I can understand that. Use free to help you reinvest into the business. But having a combination of the two will really fuel and boost your business to the next level. It really will. And so all of this is there. Another thing that I would do is build a self-liquidating offer or have a self-liquidating offer. This means on the front end, we can give somebody an offer of like 5 to 7, 5 to 12 or so dollars, more or less. Something smaller though, where they don't have to think too much of, not a lot of high resistance and friction, and it's of high value too. And what we're doing is we're recouping our costs. So if we're looking at advertising, customer acquisition costs, lifetime value, how much does each person uh, purchase, what's my average order value, average order cart size, and how much gross profit do I get from each person over the lifetime, how long they stay on. There's just so much. I don't want to get too far into depth into an SLO, but we are breaking even with what we're spending on the front end. And you might think, well, why do I want to break even? I want to be in profit. I want to make more. I want to get more cash flow. Well, because it's not all on the front end where you're going to make everything. It's on the back end. It's like when they start seeing the high ticket or not even high ticket, but other offers, be low ticket recurring offers. And that's what you're doing. You're sending people to the back end offers. The front end is helping you recoup your costs so you can spend on that marketing, breaking even or not, being in profit or not, or most likely in profit is what you want to look at. But being able to reinvest into your front end and marketing with the self-liquidating offer. And the magic to this is too that on these pages you can have like a one-click bump. So hey, purchase this for $5, but then you can also purchase this thing with a one click for $19, $27, or whatever it is. And then they get an upsell one, upsell two, upsell three, two downsells or whatever it is. And now instead of just making $5 or $20 or whatever that is with that one click order bump or two click order bumps that you can get or however many there is appropriate. Now instead of just 5 to 20, you're getting $45, $100. Does that make sense? Now to break even to that, now you can tell how many people are going through this front end, how many people are purchasing, who's not purchasing, what's the clicks, where are they clicking, a lot of this, and you can optimize more, you can respend and make it more on the front end to help you offset all other costs and more advertising on the front end. Now, as an income disclaimer, as an earnings disclaimer, it's standard that I put this out there like anything. I'm not saying you'll make $1. I'm not saying you'll make six figures or anything, but like I tell and I share with people, if you show up, you have the right attitude, effort, consistency, persistency, discipline, and focus, then your possibilities are maximized. That goes for anything and everything. I'm not over promising and under delivering. I'm not overwhelming you. I'm not being unrealistic. I'm being realistic, being truthful. And I think you would come to appreciate that type of honesty in what I'm sharing with you. So, right here, you see all of that. And that's what we're building. And we can streamline this. If we have an SLO, you don't have to have it immediately. You don't have to have it there at all. I recommend having it. You have your own, or you can piggyback off somebody else's. Or we could just send them here to this page for now and work off of that. And we're building our email list at the end of the day. SLO or not, we're building our email list of subscribers. We're pushing it with paid traffic, a combination of that with free traffic. We're putting our messaging out here, traffic channels, our fuel, remember our fuel, our products that we find in here of our clone business slash system. And then we have our engine, which is our high converting mechanism and system, doing a lot of the marketing and the selling for us, the pages that are put together to convert, very helpful, highly, all this other stuff, and them seeing different offers that are complementary one after the next, building out multiple streams. That's what I would be doing without a website, having these pages that are congruent, and even with the websites, but without a website, having these things that are optimized to what they need to be. So that's what I wanted to share with you in this video. And like I said earlier, make sure you have something like this that you can go through and it's done correctly. And I'll leave more details down below in the description and or in the comments for this challenge and more resources. And I've been where you are. If you are here now, I was once in a financial logistics position for a huge contracting company servicing HP&P South many years ago. I was very underpaid, undervalued, and I thought I'd move up a level, a role. That didn't end up happening. I was there for stability post academics. I had studied and I played Division One soccer, studied a little bit of sociology, and then I went into chemical engineering for some time. That's just how my brain works. I'm very math and system oriented. And then I had to make a big decision. I wanted to start a business, so I got into business eventually, got my degree through there. I've worked in construction, manufacturing, warehousing, ramp agent, yes, a courier role, administrative, dispatch, marketing stuff, financial stuff, budgeting, financial logistics, inventory management control, budgeting, ordering, shipping and receiving, coordinating with the truckers, physics department, chemistry department, like all this other stuff. Like I've been through quite a bit, yes. And that company, there was a transition, 50 plus people were leave. Unfortunately, I'm one of them. Budget costs, a lot of this other stuff going on, going down under. And I have to go back on unemployment benefits and food stamp cards. This was one of, if not the hardest time in my life, having to go through all that I went through. And going in pain at the grocery store with my EBT, I'd hope nobody be in front of me and behind me, just so stressed out and so grateful and thankful. Stress levels low at that time, but knowing I'd have to come back and framing my mind for it, just stress levels coming back up. And once I was in there, my goodness, like it's just hard. Going to pay for a family meal, whether it's 25, 50, 75, 100%, or whatever that is, and I did pay, like I still felt guilty because I wish I would have had more savings. And when I did, it's like I still felt bad. And at times I wouldn't even speak up and say anything. I felt so embarrassed. And I'm the oldest brother of two. That should tell you a lot. I have a younger brother. I've had to set the path a lot and what I've done. And I did not want to continue to feel like a burden to my family, even though they wouldn't tell you that I was. That's what it felt like to me. So I knew that I needed to make a change. And long story short of it, before this company went down under that I was at, I started planning. I got in connection with a friend. I knew about concepts. We were conversing, and then I went deeper into things that I already knew. Got online, like I'm sure you are doing right now, going through videos, blog posts, social media posts, and that's where I got my start in the digital marketing agency generation space, helped affiliate marketing around the same time. Started building for many years, went into other ventures, other projects, and then that's the long story short of it. And I've spoken about my story in depth in the past. It could be a part of the challenge if you check that out, and in other places if you already have learned about my story, great. And I hope to learn more about yourself and what you're trying to do, what you're trying to overcome first. Like, what is it that is keeping you here? Why are you in so much pain? What's your actual problem and problems? I want to know. I want to help. It's people over profits to me at the end of the day. Character, characteristics, traits, what I value a lot of, vision, values, mission, morals, ethics, your cause, your why behind things, the formula, the recipe that's made you who you are, and what you keep fighting for. So that is all from me. Look down below in the description for more information and or in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, I'd greatly appreciate you giving it a thumbs up. Please feel free to share it with others. And I was just thinking of something on Instagram. I'll get to in a second. You don't have to share it though, it's okay. And if you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe and click the bell notification icon so you don't miss any future content I'll be coming out with. And one more thing on Instagram, like what I wanted to go into here, I don't want to go through all the posting, but I wanted to show you a little bit right here on screen. Look at that. I have myself on screen. I have a back screen too, or a green screen right there. There's words in front of it. You don't have to be in front of the camera. You can work your way to that, which I recommend putting yourself in front of it in time so people can resonate with that and see that there's an actual person, a real person there that actually cares about them a lot more than just putting up like background with some video and some words. You can do that. That works too. But I would start eventually getting into formats of here's a green screen. So it can also take away from you being on video and they can see that. And if you're an introvert like me, I try to do that quite a bit with presentations. But yeah, you get comfortable and then you start doing the full screen and you're like, oh, it's okay. And this is going to be helpful to my audience. And I think this is going to give them a lot of value. You've been called to serve these people. So that'll really make a big difference in helping you get through things. And there's a lot more to it. So that will be everything for sure. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching again and learning all this valuable information. I could have gone into this a lot deeper into email marketing, SLOs, the high converting system, the clone business, the traffic, but you saw all of that. Look down below for the challenge. Check that out and any other resources that I have for you there. Leave me a comment if you have any questions, concerns. Have you been in affiliate marketing before? Have you gone started? You're just not having success. You're looking for other ways or something to add on top of what you're already doing and so forth. So thank you once again for watching.